Hi, boys and girls, welcome back. Today we're going to be using visual models and equations to represent division problems. So you can use visual models to divide by drawing an array to represent division or by using base 10 block pictures to divide. So I'm going to show you an example of both of those. First one we're going to do is use arrays to divide. So here's a word problem that would show that. Miss Smith makes 68 cookies for the bake sale. She puts the cookies into bags with 4 cookies in each bag. How many bags of cookies is she able to make? So the first thing we always want to do is look at the question. So the question that we're trying to answer is how many bags of cookies she's going to be able to make. So we want to underline that. Then we're going to go back and look for any kind of keywords that are going to tell us what to do. So I see in each bag. That tells me we're going to need to be separating all of our cookies into equal groups. If I'm making equal groups, I'm going to need to divide. Then I'm going to go back and look for my information. I see that there's 68 cookies and there's going to be 4 cookies in each bag. So since I have a total of 68 and I'm going to put them in four cookies in each bag, my equation would be 68 divided by 4. Okay, so if you remember, we're going to use an array to illustrate this example of 68 divided by 4. What we're basically doing when we're making an array is we're going to be drawing a picture using dots to represent the number that are in each group. So if you remember, there's 4 in each group. So we're going to have 4 dots in each group. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to continue doing this until we get to 68. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, 20, or 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68. That was a lot of counting. Some errors that can happen if we're trying to use this model is that sometimes people lose count or they may not put the right number in each box. So using an array is not the most effective way, but it is a solution that you can use. Just want to make sure you understand when you're doing that, you need to be very careful when you're counting and lining them all up equally. Okay, after we've made all of our dots, now we're going to go back and count how many equal groups we made. So I see we made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So there's 17 equal groups. Therefore, she could make 17 bags of cookies. So that's an example of how you could use an array. Again, it's not the most effective way, and we will be learning more ways that make division a lot easier, but it is a way that you can divide. Another way you can divide is you can use base 10 blocks or pictures. Looking at this problem, it says there are 123 fourth graders that participate in field day. If all of the fourth graders are split into 3 groups, how many students will be in each group? So our question here is how many students are going to be in each group? Looking at some keywords, I see groups a couple times. I see 3 groups. Also in our question, it says each group. So that tells us again that we're going to be putting them into equal groups. So therefore, we need to divide. Let's go back and look for our information. We have 123 fourth graders and 3 equal groups. So therefore, I know my equation is 123 divided by 3. So if you recall, this time we were going to be using base 10 blocks to divide. So to use base 10 blocks, we're going to start with the greatest place value. So I have the number 1. If I have 1, I cannot divide it into 3. So instead, I'm going to look at 12. So I'm going to regroup the 120 and turn it into 12 tens. So if I have 12 tens and I'm breaking them into 3 groups, I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3 tens. Then next to it, I'll add 1, 2, 3, would be 6, and then 9, and finally 12. Notice when I'm doing this, my groups, I'm separating them out one underneath the other, but then as I add it, it goes next to each other. The group that we're going to be looking at is a horizontal line all the way across. Okay, so now after I've divided out the first part of my number, I'm going to continue dividing until I've divided the entire number. So the next portion I have is 3 divided by 3. So again, I'm going to now use my 1. So I have 1, 2, 3. So I was able to break those 3 into 1 in each group. Okay, finally, I'm going to see how much is in one group. So I'm trying to see how many people would be in that one group. So I see I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 1. So there are 41 students in each group. So when you're dividing, some visual models that you can use to help you divide are drawing an array and using base 10 pictures. I hope that you enjoyed that video. Please click below and like our video if you found it interesting, and subscribe for more videos from the Math Maniac. Bye.